Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're at the Stoughton Opera House, and this is Sarah from Dead Horses, and we're going to talk some songwriting. You had some time off this winter, you said?
Yeah.
And so maybe just talk about your process and where does the song come from and how do you give it life?
Sure. I knew we were going to be talking about this tonight, and I was thinking about it on our drive. And what's the process is kind of always the question that I get the most. And I kind of am anti-process.
Nice.
Don't do it the same unless it feels right. People like to ask what comes first, the words or the melody, and it's never really the same for me.
That is a very common question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're a songwriter, so you know.
Yeah.
I kind of want to ask you what your process is.
I'm a nerd. I just like delving into, like any process works for me. Like it's kind of like what you say, whatever works.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and I think they say, repetition is the death of every art. So I'm a firm believer in that. For me, anyways.
I'm into meditation too.
Hell yeah,
and
me too.
How not trying to think
exactly
helps you create something better sometimes.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually try to get something out, and then after that go back and get weird about it and technical and fix certain things if it needs it. But while I'm doing it, I try to just not get in the way of myself and not be too critical or not be thinking too much about what other people are thinking. All of those things should be just like in the background, such as when I write for the band, for our band Dead Horses, it's in the background of my brain, like what's Dan gonna like playing, what's gonna be a good song for us in the set list. But I don't usually approach a song that way. It's the muse.
Do you and Dan ever sit down and try to write together?
We do. We have really challenged ourselves to be way more collaborative.
Nice.
We've worked on that a lot the last year or two.
Okay.
It usually is me sending him some kind of raw demo, and then he works with it, and then we get together. And there's sometimes where it's like the song is already pretty much there, and there's other times where it's really fragmented, and then we kind of work through it together.
Yeah.
And I love having extra opinion, especially on structure, and if he hears anything else.
Yeah, he's very musically smart too.
Totally.
Cool. So you have I had some time to think on the drive here too about what I wanted to say. And what I love about your songwriting, and I think everybody does, is you have in your lyrical content, you have a very universal appeal. You write about things that many people are feeling, and you're able to express that for people.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that or how that happens?
That's a good question. I think yeah, maybe my writing splits between that, and then there'll be weird little statements that are just little admissions of something, like I ate this for breakfast. I don't have anything like that in there, but it'll be something like that, and then it'll flop kind of between that and here's something that we can all feel the same about, or here's something that we can all connect on. And I think that that's a big part of hopefully what a Dead Horses show is people coming together and just connecting on this feeling. If that's all that they connect on, it's we're all human.
Yeah.
And that motivates me, I think, just in who I am as a person and how I think about everything. That no one life is worth more than another, for example. And and I have so much empathy to the point of it being almost maybe a weakness, but
no, empathy is it's what's going to save our society. I think so.
I agree.
Yeah. How about when you're writing for something like Rucksack Revolution? Does that change at all about how you approach a song?
We actually have really only ever taken either we do songs that we'll do some Horseshoes songs and we'll do some Dead Horses songs, and then there have been some that just got written. I actually write a lot of songs that I can tell are probably just not appropriate for Dead Horses.
Oh yeah.
So some of those kind of fall by the wayside. some of them hopefully will someday become something, and then some of them, you know, I show Adam, and then we work on that together. But Adam and I have never actually really sat down and written a song from the start together. Mm-hmm. But we have been playing some of the songs long enough that it really does feel like they're ours together.
Yeah. Cool. Any last words for interested songwriters?
Yeah, don't. I have a few things.
Okay, great.
Don't be afraid to write a bad song. You gotta write a bad song.
Great advice.
You'll probably write more bad songs than good songs. I know I have.
Yeah.
Maybe like 25 bad songs to one song that I like. And also make it a practice, just like meditation.
Oh yeah.
Just do it often, and don't be too afraid of what the outcome is going to be.
Great advice.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for doing this with me.
Yeah.
And have a great show tonight.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Toodaloo.
In the arms of a lover, in the arms of your son, you lay your breath heavy on not anyone. Won't you stay for a while, won't you rest yourself? You know it ain't such a shame to have lost yourself. You know it ain't such a shame